Everyone, we are in Module 2. So this is going to be just like Module 1 video. This is just a rundown of kind of the main points of Module 2. As always, please be responsible for your own learning and read all the instructions that are posted along with this video, because there might be something that I didn't mention in here. I hope you guys are all afloat, as I hope I am by the time I read this, or by the time I watch this video. And a word of encouragement, we're over halfway there, so just keep on keeping on. All right, so Module 2, we're going to continue to study the dynamics of the group process and learn more about the therapeutic factors of group counseling. We are going to explore what characteristics an effective group leader has, which personally I'm very excited for, because I can't wait to learn how our individual counseling skills translate into a group. I'm really stoked for that. And lastly, we're going to identify approaches to group formation. I just heard Beyonce run through my head when I read formation, so hopefully that brightens your day as well. So yeah, our last thing, we are going to identify the approaches to group formation. I'm making this video before I get to this class, so I don't really know what that means, but it sounds cool. So we're going to do that as well. A good group includes proper screening, consideration of the group type, and an understanding of the individual's skill and cognitive levels. Those are three things that really create a strong group and set a group up for success. Without those things, a group is more likely to fail or harm the clients. That can happen, apparently. And so this module, we're really going to be talking about how to avoid that and how to build those strong groups so that no one gets hurt, right? Because that's our goal. We have a lot to cover. So on top of our reading, on top of our weekly required readings, we are asked to review the videos posted alongside this one. There's two on YouTube. Also, there is a optional kind of activity called the Johari window, and if you guys haven't done that before, it's amazing. I did it in my own counseling session, like with my therapist, and it's a really insightful activity. It really makes you think and kind of explore who this person is that you present to other people versus who you feel like you are inside. So if you have time to do that optional activity, I highly suggest it. It was really cool to see. It was fun to do. And I will be doing it again. So on top of that, those videos, the optional activity, and our reading, please review any, what's that word called? Feedback from the professors from last week, our discussion last week. It's really important that we review feedback given to us, especially in classes like this, where it's very much based on our skills, as opposed to a class like research methods, where that was really just more cognitive. This is very much more skill-based, so it's important that we are constantly taking in that feedback and learning from it. So before we jump into our live discussion, please make sure that you've reviewed any and all feedback given to you. That being said, with your live discussion, please make sure you know what time to meet, that you come prepared, and that you are on time. Those are three things for success in a live discussion. And finally, to prepare for Residency 2. I can't believe we're here. It so blows my mind. We're going to read the intro. So these are chapters. The intro chapter, defining a process group chapter, and using a process group chapter in Webster and Spellings. You're going to need to review the instructions for your icebreaker that you're going to be doing with the Res 1s, and we should have a co-facilitator already assigned to us. So reach out to them and ask them, what should you guys bring, and start planning for that icebreaker. In case like you have to actually fly something out with you, you're going to need to know, or at least prepare for that a little bit sooner. And finally, make sure you reach out to your Residency One buddy. We all can empathize with the intense, scary, anxious feeling that accompanies us to Residency One. While there's a lot of excitement, there is also a lot of anxiety. And so I know for me, like it would have been amazing to have Residency One buddy reaching out to me, or Residency Two buddy reaching out to me. So please reach out to them. You can email them. You could, well, I was gonna say Facebook stalk them, but that might be kind of weird. So probably don't do that. But definitely email them and maybe set up like a phone call or a Blue Jeans video meeting, just anything to kind of show your support and answer their questions without giving away like the process of residency, right? You can't disclose too much, but that doesn't mean you can't be a strong support for them. And as always, review the journal and the Residency 2 guidebook in preparation for Res 2. Okay, so I think that's it for Module 2. I hope you guys have a great week and you do well in your live discussions, and reach out to me if you have any questions. All right, I will see you in Module 3.